Hello, this is John Locke, and today we're going to talk about exact match domains, partial match domains, and whether they're advantageous for you to use as your main domain name. So let's dive right into it. Choosing a domain name for your company website. Most people are going to default to their brand name, and that makes sense in most cases. Some people have found that there is a little hack that works in certain cases, having an exact match domain or a partial match domain. I want to explain really quick what that is. So an exact match domain would be your domain name is the exact match of the search phrase that you're trying to rank for. Let's say that you're trying to rank for Atlanta HVAC and you buy the domain name Atlanta HVAC. So that would be an exact match domain. It matches exactly the main search phrase that you're trying to rank for. So a partial match domain, in the same way, it has part of the words that you're trying to match for. Let's say if you're a manufacturing company, you have manufacturing in the domain name. If you're a web design company, you have web design in the domain name. If you're a contractor, you have contracting in the domain name. Or if you're targeting a particular geography, like a city or a region, you have that city name in the domain name. And I want to point out, this isn't what I normally recommend, and here's where it works the most effectively. So when the business name and the actual domain name match up, Google tends to look at them as one and the same. This is when an exact match domain is going to be most effective for you. Here's a couple examples that I found really quick. Cleveland Auto Repair, Charlotte Plumbing, Sacramento Web Design. There's a company out there that has that in their name. These work because the company itself has made the business name what they figure people are searching for online. There's a few reasons why I don't think this is particularly the best SEO strategy unless you're targeting a very specific geography. Google is moving towards something which is called the entity graph. Before, they would use things like links, mentions of your business on other websites, public records as a way to kind of figure out what your business was about. But the entity graph, think of it as Wikipedia times 100 on steroids. That's basically what their goal for the entity graph is to basically say, here's all the businesses, they are entities. How do they relate to the rest of the world? What are they about? Who do they serve? What service do they provide? Who are the people associated with them? How do they fit into their community and the rest of the world? Because so many people in the past have gamed things like domain names or the anchor text in links, trying to rank for certain local terms. They're really trying to emphasize brand building, which is what you should do anyway. Google is basically trying to teach its algorithm to think like a human. That's what machine learning is. You're hearing a lot about that, like AI. Machine learning. Google is also implementing that. Their version of it is called RankBrain. So for that reason, you should be trying to build a memorable brand. So if you want to target a specific city and you're building a brand new business and you don't feel like you're going to expand to other cities ever, and you want to put the name of the city and the service that you provide as your company name, then by all means, go ahead. I wouldn't do it personally. I think it's good to have a memorable brand name because I think that that's where search overall is going, and I think it's a lot more memorable than having just a generic city plus service name for your business. That might be able to game the search engines, at least for now. In the future, I don't believe that this is going to be as effective as it is right now. I think the best thing to do is pick a memorable brand name and try and build around that. But if you're starting out new and you don't feel like expanding and you're going to stay in one city forever and ever, yeah, you could leverage that too. Another thing that you could do with exact match domains or partial match domains is build a secondary site, secondary to your main brand name. Maybe you'll pull in a few dozen extra people looking around each month on Google. You could do that as well. My opinion is having a memorable brand name is better than trying to put your city and your service in your domain name, but that can work provided that the name of your business matches the domain name that you're choosing. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockedown Design and SEO, and we help manufacturing and industrial companies with SEO, helping them get more traffic through Google so they get more RFQs. If you have an SEO question that you'd like us to answer, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. We'll answer it out in a video for you in the future. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace. Well, there's a few reasons, really. So